So Pasha, we have our ambition 2035 for gas and power. Do you think it's achievable within the confines of Malaysia, or does PGB have plans to step out beyond the country?
Thank you, Usna. So, of course, with this growing demand, we have a desire to grow further and to step up from becoming a gas infra player to become an energy infra player. So what does it mean is we look at all other opportunities where we can participate in the energy play. Recently, we are embarked into RGT coal energy offering in RGT Pengerang. We're also looking at the battery energy storage system, BESS. We also have a participation in IPPs across the countries, as well as fiber optics, where we utilize our right of way, a huge right of way. This is our one of the growth area, fiber optic, as well as the solar in our Gebeng and Keteh area. So as the team busy securing project locally, we also exploring growth in Southeast Asia, riding on the ASEAN ambition to have the ASEAN grid in terms of gas pipeline connectivity, as well as power transmission connectivity, connecting of all the countries in the region. We are looking at some pockets of opportunity and of course we need to assess each of the opportunities. Being a public listed, we have a certain guiding criteria and principles. We're taking cue from the guidance from the Petronas itself in assessing all this opportunity. Along the way, we have continued our collaboration with our PGT in providing more offerings in LNG bunkering, for example, and VPS, which is the LNG tracking. So we hope that we can together grow within this region and achieve the objectives.
Excellent. So you mentioned about the ASEAN power grid, and as part of our ambition 2035, as you mentioned, is to establish regional presence subject to value and potential integration with LNG supply. So that's the two key words: subject to value and integration with LNG. So I'd like to pose this question to Zahid. Philippines and Vietnam imported their first LNG back in 2023, and Cambodia is looking to import their first LNG soon, and Thailand has plans to expand their LNG terminals. However, according to International Gas Union latest report, in Southeast Asia, several planned LNG terminals and power projects are facing delays due to demand uncertainties and affordability issues. So as an investor, we surely like certainties, right? And so I wonder, what are the requirements that we as Gas and Power must consider before we start investing regionally?
I think for Petronas, or in fact for any company in the world, the first rule of investment has to provide the required return, right? Because we're talking about capital allocation within the group. So any projects that we want to invest in has to meet our investment threshold, right? So this first rule that we have to follow. And then of course, when we talk about opportunities, we have to have, because normally the way we look at our funnel of growth, there's going to be a few opportunities that we look into and we will rank them, right? Because every opportunity or project will have different investment return, but at the same time, they also provide a different set of risks. So as Petronas, we have to assess those not just return, but also in terms of the risk that we are getting ourselves into. So the risk can be on, above ground, with underground risk. But I think overall, the return has to commensurate the risk that we think we can absorb. So I think for Petronas, we continue to have a healthy funnel of opportunities, not to limit ourselves to only certain projects, because as we have a bigger funnel, we have better opportunities to select from, and when you balance between the risk and return, you will select what actually fits into our ambition or our target for 2025.
So this has been an insightful session, connecting the dots from shifting market dynamics to how we're strategically positioning ourselves for the future. And as we aim for 2035, this isn't just about meeting the numbers, it's about shaping Petronas 2.0, a more integrated, agile, and future-ready organization. So if you're in gas and power, ask yourself, how are you preparing for the future? So before we close this episode, let's wrap things up with this game called Gasify It.
Okay.
Each and every one of you, please pick a card and answer the questions according to your best ability.
Please, go ahead.
Wait. One card. Yeah.
Okay. So, international growth, next frontier or step too far?
Next frontier.
Why do you say so?
Because I think, like I mentioned earlier, I think with the efforts to open up and liberalize the market, there are opportunities for Petronas to be the global player, agile, and have a mark in the international segment. So I don't think it will be very far ahead, definitely because efforts are already in place for many years, and we are 1-2 steps closer from where we have started.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Okay, next up.
Done, Erika.
Oh, okay. Okay, gas in one word. Stabilizer, bridge, or enabler?
Bridge.
Bridge. Why is that?
I think gas is known as transition fuel. What it means is that we're gonna be bridging where we are today when it comes to a lot of reliance on coal to a lot greener mix of energy. We will get to the all renewables and all the other low carbon solution. Gas will play an important role to make sure that the continuity of the supply that we lose from coal is getting replaced by gas.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, if you could describe Ambition 2035 in one word, what would it be?
One word. Ambition 2035. Interesting.
Stay. Why is that?
Yeah, because it's about 10 years more. We have the signals and signposts we can monitor lah, but we don't know what going to happen lah. So interesting is because as we prepare, we also have to be agile, anticipate if there is a shift in policy, in the demand, in geopolitical. So that is what I mean by interesting.
Okay, all right. Thank you, everyone. So, a big thank you to our speakers, Erika, Zahid, and Pasha, for breaking things down so clearly. Next episode, we shift gears and zoom into the ground. What readiness really look like in action. From new terminals to coal energy projects, you won't want to miss it. See you next time.